Share, right? Right. Hope you can see the topic. Write the topic. The vicious cycle of nutritional deficiency. Then no need to write the definition. We'll write it as a circle. Right? රවුමක් විදියට අපි ඒක අඳිමු. Take out your textbook and turn to page number 137. Right? Right, children? Then you can draw there, like you can't, I think you can't see the right words given in the box, so I will just read the things you want to write in the box. Can you write 3 boxes there and draw a circle like that is given in your book? Right, children? Draw this cycle, right? You can see, right? Draw this cycle, drawing, right, these boxes. Then I will tell what you want to write inside the box. Okay? Right, ready, children? Then first box you write. Ready? Did you draw the circle? Under the topic, the vicious cycle of nutritional deficiency, right? You want to draw this picture, right? එකන box එකේ sentences එක වාක්‍යයක් කියන වචන වාක්‍ය පේලි දෙකක් වගේ ලියන්න පුළුවන් විදිහට ටිකක් ලොකු box එකක් boxes 3ක් අඳින්න. Then I will tell what you want to write there. Have you finished drawing the diagram, children? Yes?
Yes, miss.
Right, then this is circular, so you can write, right, in any box as you want. ඕන තැනක ලියන්න පුළුවන් මොකද circular එක විදියට මේක වෙනවනේ, it happens. That's why we call that this is vicious cycle of nutritional deficiency, right? Then in a box write the poor nutritional status of mother. In one box, එක box එකක ලියන්න the poor nutritional status of mother. The poor nutritional status of mother, closely related with the baby, right? The poor nutritional status of mother closely related with the baby. The poor nutritional status of mother closely related with the baby, right? That we know. That's why we tell, right? A pregnant mother always want to have nutritious food. හැම වෙලෙම පෝෂදායී ආහාර වේලක් ගන්න කියලා කියන්නේ, right? Pregnant mother අපි කියනවානේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන්, right? When we talk දෙන්නෙක්ට කන්න ඕනේ කියලා, right? Otherwise what will happen, right? Because her nutritional status, right, directly related with the baby. Then in next box you want to write ඊළඟ box එකේ ලියන්න, right, poor growth of teenager. Poor growth of teenager. As a result, if the right nutritional status is poor, right, of a pregnant mother, what will be the result, right? That affect the infant, right, baby, and also the poor, it affect, right, it as a result there will be a poor growth of teenager. Right? The next box, ඊළඟ box එකේ ලියන්න poor growth of teenager. I will write Monday. I will see your book also, right, children, whether you have put narrows right correctly. හරියට ඒක arrow එක අඳින්න ඕනේ. ඒතර first එකේ අපි ලිව්වේ poor nutritional status of mother closely related with the baby. As a result, there will be a poor growth of teenager, right? The next box you want to write poor growth of teenager. If there is a poor growth of teenager, what will happen as a result, right? Then in next box you want to write ඊළඟ box එකේ ලියන්න. Hope you are writing children. ඉස්සරහා කියන්න right. Then අන්තිම box එකේ ලියන්න මං කිය boxes තුනක් අඳින්න කියලානේ. First box එකේ you have written the poor nutritional status of mother closely related with the baby, right? Then next box you have written poor growth of teenage, right? Then the last box want to write nutritional, right, deficiency during pregnancy, nutritional deficiency, nutritional deficiency during pregnancy, at a reproductive age, nutritional deficiency during pregnancy at a reproductive age. Right? This is called as vicious cycle. This cycle is called the vicious cycle. Why? It happens again and again. If the nutritional status of mother is poor, it will affect the baby. And right, it will lead to a poor growth of teenager. Then finally, right, nutritional deficiency during because of the poor growth of teenager, right? Or at the time period of adolescent. Then what will happen? There will be a nutritional deficiency during pregnancy at a reproductive age, right? This is circular. This is cycle. So that is called the vicious cycle of nutritional deficiency. Right? Then if you are asked to explain the vicious cycle of nutritional deficiency, right? Can you explain? You just remember the diagram. That's mean, right? ප්‍රෙග්නන්ට් කාලේ පෝෂණය අඩුයි නම් ඒක අනිවාර්යෙන් බබාට බලපානවා. ඒතර බබාගේ growth එකට ඒක අනිවාර්යෙන් බලපානවා. එයාගේ teenage එකේ adolescent, right? Then එයා ඒක pregnant වුණාම ඒකට බලපානවා. it will happen to the baby. That's why we call this is, right, vicious cycle. But children, at one stage, right, we want to break this vicious cycle. එක stage එකකදී එක age එකකදී මේක right කැඩෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? Then what is the most suitable age to break this vicious cycle, as you think? Most suitable means most effective age period, practical age period කරන්න පුළුවන් වයස සීමාව වෙන්නේ මොන period එකද? Yes? Means during the time period of pregnancy, a little bit difficult, right? But the period of, right, adolescent or teenage year, right, then that is the best time period that we can break this vicious cycle. Understood? Right? මේ vicious cycle එක right මෙහෙම continue වෙනවා කියලා කියන්න බෑනේ. එක point එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ, right? මේක වෙනස් කරන්න පුළුවන්. එතකොට හැම point එකකදීම according to the right nutritional status, right, it depends. ඒක වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන් නේ, right? එතකොට ගොඩක්ම වෙනස් කරන්න පුළුවන් time period එක වෙන්නේ, right, time of teenager. That's mean, right, the time age period that you are in. That's why always mothers, right, parents say that want to have, right, food enriched with all the nutrients, macronutrients and micronutrients according to the required amount. Now we know that if it is, right, less, what will happen? Again, aduwen වැඩියෙන් දෙකෙන්ම ගත්තත් ප්‍රශ්නනේ. So that's why we always say want to have, need to have according to the required amount, right? And right, this is the time period that you want to, right, means be aware of nutritional value and want to have a right balanced diet. Always, that's why parents say want to have, right, nutritious food. Nutritious meal. පෝෂදායී ආහාර වේලා ගන්න කියන්නේ ඒකයි, right? Otherwise it will happen, right, in right it will means affect your nutritional status in future. Right? They want to keep in mind that too. Then write a star mark can write. ඔයගොල්ලෝ vicious cycle එක ඇන්දන ඉවස තරුවක් දාලා ලියන්න. right? If a baby's weight is below 2.5 kilograms, right? This point you want to write. We called as that's right. Low birth weight අඩු බර උපතක් කියලා කියන්නේ if it is below 2.5, right? If a baby's weight is below 2.5 kilograms, it is considered as a low birth weight, right? Okay, then children, write the next topic: factors affecting nutritional deficiency. Factors affecting nutritional deficiency. Can you read it out? 5 factors are there which affect nutritional deficiency. First one is food hygiene. Within brackets write food hygiene. We'll write what is meant by food hygiene. Right within brackets. ඒකෙන් වරහන් ඇතුළේ ලියන්න food security and food safety. When you talk about food hygiene, want to talk about food security and food safety within brackets. Right? Then write the age. Then want to talk one by one, right? How these factors affect nutritional deficiency, right? Then number 3, health condition. Number 4, environment affect nutritional deficiency, and misconceptions about food and nutritional problems matters nutritional deficiency. Right? Write these 5 factors fast. Right, children? Only 5 factors. Finish writing? ඉවරයි නේද ලියලා? Right, children? Tessali Sakit Makesha, factors පහයි ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ, right? Nutritional deficiency, right? මොනවද බලපාන සාධක factors affecting nutritional deficiency? Food hygiene, right? How it affects nutritional deficiency, right? We'll discuss. First, write what is meant by food hygiene. MCQs වලට එනවා. Write what is meant by food hygiene. So, want to write food hygiene refers to the cleanliness, in the preparation and consumption of food, right, in such manner as to prevent disease and that does not develop any harmful effects to the health of an individual. What is meant by food hygiene? Can you write the definition fast? Wait, I will show you. This point. Right, some signal issues, children, right? Then did you write the definition of food hygiene, right? That's mean, right, we talk about food security and food safety, right, children? The race and symbol එක හරි note එකේ ඉවර නම් කියන්න definition එක විතරයි ලියන්න ඕනේ food hygiene කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා, right? In Sinhala ආහාර සුරක්ෂිතභාවය, right? Am I clear to you, children? ඇහෙනව නේද කියන එක, right? Then want to write, right, point form, right? 3 factors that contribute to food security. 3 factors that contribute to food security. What are they? Food availability, accessibility to food, right? Write in point form, right? Then we'll discuss what is meant by food availability, accessibility food, right? Utilization of food. Right, the 3 factors that contribute to food security කියන ආරවල සුරක්ෂිතභාවයට, right? Factors that affect, right, food security. What are they? Food availability, right? That's mean write in point form 1 2 3 කියලා topics විතරක් ලිව්වම ඇති. Food availability, accessibility food, right? Utilization of food. While you are writing, right, you can listen. Food availability means, right, the word itself says that availability of sufficient number of various kinds of foods, right, without any shortage, so that all the nutritional requirements are fulfilled, right? එතකොට අපිට කියන්නේ food hygiene ආහාරවල සුරක්ෂිතභාවය තියෙන, right, want to have enough food. ඒ කියන්නේ that is the meaning, right? Food availability, right, need to be there. කැමති එන්න ඕනේ to have the right nutritional requirements, right, to fulfill the nutritional requirements, right? That is the meaning. Then accessibility to food, right? That's mean every person having the facility to find food required for, right, him or her. Can හැමෝටම අවශ්‍ය accessible access තියෙන්න ඕනේ කෑම වලට, right? To have, right, food security. Then utilization of food means, right, facility to consume quality food rich in taste and nutrition. Right, those are the factors that contribute to food security. Then under the first, right, number 1, first point we are talking about food security. That's mean, right, what are the factors affect nutritional deficiency, right? පෝෂණ උණතාවට බලපාන සාධකනේ අපි කතා කරන්නේ. ඒකේ first point එක තමයි food hygiene, right? Food security and food safety, right? Then want to talk about the age, health condition, environment, misconceptions, how those factors affect nutritional deficiency, right? Then want to write 3 factors that affect the safety, right? First we talk the factors that affects food security. Now want to write point form 3 factors that affect the safety of the food. What are the factors? Biological factors, chemical factors, and physical factors. Safety, right? ආරක්ෂිතභාව, right, how it affects, right? It depends on 3 factors. What are they? Biological factors, point form liya ganna, chemical factors, and physical factors. Biological factors, what is the meaning, right? Again, අහිතකර ශුද්ධ ජීවීන් ඉන්න පුළුවන් microorganisms, right? Food contaminated with microorganisms. Chemical factors means, right, food contaminated with other chemicals rasayanika dravyath ekka, right? Then physical means gall cat sand stones එහෙම තියෙනවා නම්, right? ඒවා ආහාරවල සෞඛ්‍ය ආරක්ෂිත බවට බලපානවානේ, right? වැලි ගල් තියෙන බෑනේ, right? They are physical factors. That is physical, biological, chemical, physical factors that affect the safety of the food. Right, then under that topic, right, first point, food hygiene, right? Put a star mark and write food spoilage is the loss of the quality of food due to different factors, right? No need to write the factors, right? You know, right? කෑම නරක වෙලා තියෙන ගුණාත්මක භාවය අඩු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මොනවා නිසාද කියලා, right? We know. So what is meant by food spoilage, right? You must know food spoilage is the loss of the quality of food, right? Food spoilage is the loss of the quality of food. So what are the different factors that affect the quality of food? Masso, carapotto, right? Flies, cockroaches, rats and birds feeding on the food, or during preparation having unclean hands, unclean utensils and improper cooking methods, improper food usage, adopting improper storing methods, right? Right, add to that point, children, food spoilage is the loss of the quality of food, and right, by using proper methods, food spoilage can be prevented. That's all, right? Food spoilage, what is meant by food spoilage? That is the loss of the quality of food, right? Then by using proper methods, food spoilage can be prevented. Right? Then what are the methods we can use to, right, prevent food spoilage? Right, that is under general knowledge, right? Washing hands before touching food, preparing food hygienically, using clean spoons and utensils to serve food, right? Person preparing food to maintain high level of personal hygiene. Then right under food hygiene, children, you want to write this one, right? Because that is important. This is right, aflatoxin. Avoid taking food contaminated by fungi. අපි පුස් වැදුණු ආහාර කොහොමත් කන්නේ නැහැ. Why is that? Right? It is not good for our health because, right, it produces a poisonous chemical called aflatoxin, right? Aflatoxin. Remember that. What is the name of the chemical, right? Produced by fungi, aflatoxin, that leads to liver cancer, right? A type different, right? Illnesses. Aflatoxin. Write that point. එක ලියන්න. පුස්බැඳුණු ආහාර, right? That's mean, right, food contaminated by fungi, right? Not good to eat because some fungi produce a poisonous chemical called aflatoxin. The other things, right, you already know. What are they? right, we say that, right, that is not good to eat. අපි දැන් ඔය අල ගන්නකොටත් පුතේ අර කොළ පාට වගේ වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් ඒවා ගන්න හොඳ නැහැ, කන්න හොඳ නැහැ කියලා කියනවා. Why is that, right? Avoid taking potatoes with green colored skin when potatoes are exposed to the sunlight. A poison name, right, solanine, that is, right, develops on it, which is harmful to health. And avoid using metal containers, right, to store එක අපි අච්චාරු අපි